the back. You're with us, all in the name of making sure that you're smiling this morning. And I tell you this, my friend, you're about to smile a whole lot because music is with us. I am talking about the groundbreaking, delicious track that we are getting from Stephen Lee Lewis as well as Epic Minds. And this morning, it is all about the song Fly Away. Now, look, these guys are two just incredible entities that have come together to say, hey, yeah, we like the electrifying sound, but also adding a little bit of spice, because here in South Africa, we do everything nice. Of course, Stephen Lee Lewis being our X Factor king, along with Epic Minds being the genre-defying group that just does the things. And right about now, my friend, I think it's time we give them a feel-good welcome. Come on, everybody. Guys, of course. How are you guys?
We're doing well.
That's good, yeah.
It's very cold.
It is.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to the performance.
And you guys are bringing the heat with Fly
Yes,
Away.
I mean, it is warm already. He doesn't even have a jacket
Do you
on.
see what I'm saying? The heat is already here. But Stephen Lee, I want to start with you because, I mean, from you winning X Factor to opening up for the likes of Nicki Minaj, One Direction, talk to us about that experience and just how X Factor changed your life.
The experience was absolutely fantastic. It was also terrifying because going through that, you know, you're getting judged every single week by not only the judges, but the audience of South Africa. So the experience, incredible. You can't buy that.
Yeah.
The opening for One Direction and Nicki Minaj, I think that was the top of my list in my career because, I mean, that's 60,000 people you're performing to.
Dude.
Nerve-wracking, but it was. I'm blessed to have done that and achieved that. So yeah, but everything was absolutely amazing.
I love it, and you're still flying high, baby. Not flying that away as well now. But one thing I love about you guys, Epic Minds, Eddie, you just always bring this electronic dance sound, which I think is so unique.
Yeah.
You know, what made you guys decide to go in that direction?
I think predominantly we just love music, you know, we producers and I think we just like to make beautiful music wherever that takes us. And actually it's interesting because how I met Steve is I'm that guy who's always showing up on your timeline because I make music and I just post the stuff. And that's how I get to connect with people.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up, you know, just linking up and here we are with Fly Away.
I love that. Yes, your brand new song that's out. And I mean, I think you just touched on it, but I was going to ask, how exactly did the collaboration come about? Who reached out to who? What happened here?
I think I contacted Eddie because I saw him doing this work and it was like, I'm like, this would be nice to jump on one of his tracks.
Yeah.
And we got into studio and I thought we're going to listen to stuff and, you know, plan and everything. And Eddie like plays a song there and then he leaves me in the room and I'm like, in the studio and I'm like, he's like, yeah, you can write. And I'm like, what? And then like 30 minutes later, we wrote something, we recorded it the same day. So it was really like, it just, everything, it was a nice blend with the sound and the vocals and the melodies.
Yeah.
It was incredible because like when he reached out, I didn't have anything. I was just like, I really want to work with this guy because I kind of appreciated his vocal depth and just his like, you know, his artistic direction is quite, you know, strong for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anything to give him.
Yeah.
And we kept on postponing the studio time, postponing. Then the night before he came, I just started working on this beat. And I just felt like he would connect with it. And for me, it was just like creating something that just gives him the flow to just do whatever he wants.
Yes.
So when he came, the beat was already singing. That's what, you know, I just felt like, let me leave him in the studio. Let me leave him in the studio and see what he can do. But I saw, like, it was so incredible to see, like, just how he managed to just create these, you know, melodies. And it's quite a meaningful song as well.
I love that, a match made in heaven, if you will. And also, I've never heard anyone say the beat was already singing. I love that. I'm going to steal it now. When I hear the beat, I'm like, the beat is singing. That's beautiful, guys. But Stephen, I want to just, you know, kind of ask you, in terms of you working with huge giants like Wycliffe and all of these people that, you know, you've gotten the opportunity to work with, what did you learn from them?
Again, so blessed to have been able to work with like and especially at the time.
Yeah.
At the time I did it, nobody was crossing over. It wasn't so, the market wasn't so open. There was no TikTok. So to do that was like, it was huge. Working with them, you learn a lot just by sitting and having a chat with them because they're so experienced. I mean, they're superstars like worldwide, not just in one place. And they just taught me about your vocal tone and what you do in studio and what works for you. So never try to be something else. Do what you do it to the best of your ability And then you can't really fail because you're not trying to be anything else or anyone else.
I love that. And I also love that you took those lessons and turned them to awards, baby, because they're Mr. Award winning. But Eddie, talk to me a little bit about now what you guys are going to be blessing the nation with, which is an EP. You know, what exactly is it that went into just the creative process, but also when are we getting it?
Yeah, I think for us it's just making music. Really, music is a business, but for us also there's a lot of fun in it.
Yes.
And there's a lot of passion. And so we've just been creating songs. I think we've put about 10 songs now.
Yeah.
And now what is left is just weaving through this content and just figuring out where we need to go. But today we've got 2 songs that we're going to be, just sharing with you guys.
Nice.
And I think they speak about what TV is all about. And I guess to some degree what I'm all about in terms of production. It's like very minimalist stuff, but very cool, I'd say.
Come on. Well, guys, we're looking forward to it. But very quickly, before we wrap up, because Africa Day is literally on Sunday, your biggest African influences, 2. Stephen, let's start with you. In terms of music, of course.
Mosquito.
Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, unexpected. Yes.
And probably Mikasa.
Nice. And you?
It has to be Fela Kuti and it has to be Brayu.
Beautiful.
Amazing people, you know.
Beautiful. Well, guys, thank you, because now you're also influencers to other people. We appreciate your work. And Mzansi, you heard they're going to be sticking around. They're not going anywhere. It's all about making sure you're entertained this morning. So they got 2 performances for you. It's nice here, okay? Right about now, though, let's check in on Cape Town. My Cape TZ Fo Shizi family, what's happening?